Hi, welcome and welcome back to my channel. So today I have found a board to actually put on my lap, so you should be able to see all the cards of runes now. I don't know why I didn't think of this before, but here it is today. So I've picked some cards and runes already. I was just having a little look into what the energy was today, what things were feeling like at this point. And I've also got these new cards. I use them for tea leaf readings, but they can be used on their own as well, and they give us a little bit of an insight into things that are going on at the moment. So let's have a little look. First of all, we have the card Transition. So I do feel like some of you have been at this fork in the road and you've been pondering that place for a little while now, and you've kind of searched above and below, inward, outward, and now it's time to make a transition. There's a lot of healing that's gone on along that transition. There's a lot of healing that's happened on this path for you. Probably still a lot more healing to do. But I feel for some of you, if you see there's like 2 stars there in this tree, it's almost like it's time to grow now, but not on your own. You've done a lot of work there on your own, and now it's time to grow more. This reminds me a little bit of the 7 of Pentacles, where it's kind of like, you know, you're kind of looking at the work that you've done, assessing what you've done, and starting to really see, you know, where are my rewards? Where can I go from here? What do I do? And the runes that we've got Thorazaz, Bacano and Tiwaz. Now, there's a lot of like warrior energy to this. A lot of energy around sort of like moving through fear, moving beyond fear, pushing through barriers, but not in a aggressive way, in more of a defensive way. So it's kind of like okay. So I'm being given a message about, with fear, destruction can be attracted. So it feels to me like you're looking for, you've had to create some defences around yourself, some barriers here. You want to take action, but you're finding that you're having to defend yourself quite a lot in this. There's a rebirth available to you, and there's a struggle to really commit to this. There's a struggle with commitment, and a lot of that is based around fear. Possibly fear of rejection or fear of failure. There may be other reasons, you know, this is a collective reading, so it could be many different things that are holding you back in a fearful way. But I am being given that message that with fear, destruction can be attracted towards you. Okay? So what you will find is that through this fear, it's going to create destruction around you. It's going to be like a tower moment. This is a time for moving through the fear. Almost like taking fear by the hand and going, we're walking into this. We're going to do this together. Because if you allow this fear to consume you, it's going to create destruction if it hasn't already happened. Now, these tea cards that we pulled out, so there's different ones on here. So I'm going to go with what I feel resonates. So it says, this is about circle. So imagine a circle. It's a fortunate symbol that indicates good fortune in terms of money or a gift. Okay. A small circle can indicate marriage, so a ring. However, it can be hard to interpret a ring alone. So if this was in your teacup, it would basically be sort of like a ring, as in like I give you a ring, a proposal, marriage. If it's not marriage, if it's nothing to do with a relationship, it is signalling a positive phase in your life. So if you needed a reason to move beyond this fear, that is it. It will lead to good fortune, to something that you've been looking for, that you've been wanting. There's also something about bird symbolism, and it says about goose, chicken or nest. Okay, so I'm going to read these three and see which one resonates with you. So Goose, a venture will be successful and make you money, generally indicative of happiness and prosperity. Now, a goose, you may have seen geese around, like Canada geese, things like that. Perhaps you've seen some, maybe one's flown around you or you hear them. A chicken. Things at home and from your childhood give you happiness right now. Perhaps you will spend more time with family or meet an old friend. So this could be something about, rekindling a friendship or relationship, and bringing, love and comfort and happiness to you. Again, you may have seen lots of chickens around. Maybe somebody you know has chickens, or you would like to get chickens yourself. A nest. This is a symbol of emotional security and desire to create a safe, loving home. This could signify a committed relationship. So we've already had the ring, and this is talking about committed relationship as well. Tiwaz is a rune of commitment too. And Bacano is about beginnings. So I do feel for some of you, this could actually signify a new relationship. If not a relationship, if you're already in a relationship, it could be moving on to the next level. If this is a relationship that you are looking for or wanting, then it's on the horizon. It feels like it's definitely coming into your life from here. And then we have abstract symbols. So this can indicate a journey. It could indicate a journey or delays in a journey. Okay, so, and it's talking about a journey that would last 6 days or weeks, or a journey that will be taken in 6 days or 6 weeks. So 6 might be symbolic to you. That could be the 6th of March. It could be, or if you're watching this at a different month, it could be the 6th of that month. Or it could be in 6 days or in 6 weeks. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is work with some tarot and see what more information we can get from this. So let's have a look. What is this telling us on here so far? Okay, well, we've got the 5 of Pentacles here, but it's in the reverse position. So I feel like there may have been, I do definitely feel that there's a fear of rejection here. There's something about a fear of rejection. So if this is potentially you wanting to give a proposal of marriage, potentially, or something like that, it's looking like the fear, what's holding you back on here, is to do with that rejection. I do feel for some of you, perhaps you haven't been feeling very well at this time. Maybe this has really been getting to you and making you feel actually quite not good. So like, I'll go back to what I said before, about with fear, destruction can be attracted. Okay, so if there is something on your mind that you feel, you're really feeling you need to do, you need to go and do it. This to me is signaling the fact that, if it was upright, then it would be about rejection. You've been rejected. But with it in the reverse position, for me, this is telling me that it's more of a fear. It's a fear of that happening that's holding you back from moving forward with this. And I do feel like whatever this proposal is, whatever this is that you're heading towards, you're feeling the pull towards it for a reason. And from this, it's looking like a venture. I do feel there's a little bit of travel involved with this as well. So it could be getting into something with somebody where you're going to be spending a lot of time traveling together. And money or a gift. And emotional fulfillment as well. So with the King of Cups, this is somebody that's feeling very emotionally balanced, fulfilled, supported. There's love there as well. That's a really nice card to get for this. Yeah, and again, you've got that boat in the background. So again, it could be, a journey. And I feel like for many of you, this is a symbolic of a journey that you've already taken into self-discovery. But now it's a time for you to move forward into, what it is that you really, really want here. So within this transition, okay, so we've got the 10 of Pentacles, but in the reverse position. So there's again, another fear I'm getting from this about wealth, or not feeling a permanence here. So it's almost like feeling that things aren't strong enough in terms of wealth. So this may be that perhaps you're having money struggles right now. Maybe you're not feeling like you have enough to bring to the table. There may be something around children as well on this. So if this is a new partnership that you're going into, make sure that whoever this is with, that you've already had a discussion about whether you want to go ahead and have a family, or if that person already has a family, is that okay with you? That's the energy that I'm picking up from that particular one. We've got the Three of Cups on the bottom of here as well. So I feel like this could be somebody that you're already in a friendship with, that may or may not know how you feel, or this may be somebody that's reaching out to you that is in your friendship group that you don't know how they feel about you. So just take that how that resonates for you. Let's see what other information we can have, because there's been a lot about like, what is it that you're afraid of and what is it that you want. So what is information that we can give to this viewer? Okay, we've got the Nine of Cups as well on there, and the Seven of Pentacles that's actually come out, which I said was like that transition card on there. So there's a lot about this. You've been thinking about this for a long time, and this is a real desire and something that is going to be quite satisfying for you. And there really is achievement there. There's something about getting something off your chest as well, that I'm feeling from this. So it could be that you are, I just went to say, like you're feeling alone at the moment. You're feeling really alone in how you feel and not being able to express how you feel. You keep circling around the same things. Like we've got the ring, the circle on here. So not just about this giving of a ring or exchanging of rings. You're holding this in, maybe having fantasies about certain things, but not actually expressing them or exploring them. So let's see. Why is fear holding this person back? Why is that? There's a fear of being seen. Fear of taking things public is what I've just heard on there as well. What is this fear about for this person? Oh, okay. So I've got the Wheel here in reverse. So, you've had some setbacks in your life, I feel. There's been some like stop-start situations and some misfortunes that have happened here. And it feels to me like you feel like you've missed a chance, or you've missed the boat. Almost like your transition took too long, and you're feeling like you've not managed to get where you need to get to. I've got the High Priestess in reverse here as well, which is, it's like this is a big secret. It's like it's been kept inside for far too long, and it's just, there's a change that really needs to happen here. And this is why I think T-Was is here, is sort of like asking you to really speak to your higher self, to really gain that intuitive download, so we can turn the High Priestess the right way up to get that information there, as to sort of like, follow your intuition, allow yourself to be guided, because I feel like you're not really following your intuition here. You're being held back by this fear, which I'm going to say again, is with fear, destruction can be attracted. So if you don't want destruction in your life, then you need to get over that fear, or you need to move forward even though that fear is there. That's a better way of putting it, I think, is moving forward even though that fear is there. Okay, let's have a look. So if you were to overcome this fear, what can we expect from this? Ooh, okay, everything flew out on there. So we've got the Knight of Wands. This is inspired action, inspired thought. This is somebody who doesn't get held back by anything. They're allowing themselves to move forward with charisma, with passion, adventure. And I do feel there's a lot about adventure on here. When we were seeing the abstract symbols, when it was saying, you know, about this number 6. Now, for many of you, I feel like this actually could be something quite big happening for you around the month of June, actually. Going on some kind of adventure that's around this new beginning and where you need to go on there. I'm going to turn these two over first of all before we go into that. Now, I've got the Knight of Swords on here, and this Knight of Swords, there's something about somebody's getting a little bit impatient and I feel like they're ready to sort of take action and move forward, but there's delays after delays. There's something that's kind of like getting in the way, and it's creating this real impatience on there. And you're feeling blocked. And I feel like for many of you, like I say, if you're not feeling very well at the moment, there's a need for rest. You need to recover a little bit. Because you've been very much in your mind, and there's this haste or impatience, and it's kind of like creating an energy that is causing you to spin your wheels and creating a lot of setbacks, creating a lot of destruction because of this fear. So perhaps it is time, you know, when the Knight of Swords is the right way up, this can be about communication coming in. And it seems to me, maybe through lack of communication, this is why there's those setbacks in there. We've got the Knight of Cups in reverse as well. And that can be where you're kind of like missing the signs. And there's a lot about disappointment on that too, you know, especially in love. You know, feeling a little bit disappointed with something. Okay, so explain the Knight of Swords for us in a bit more detail. What is the Knight of Swords talking about? Whoa. Whoa. Okay, I just saw the Tower on there. There's a little bit of, again, regret and disappointment, feeling quite low, coming out of... There's definitely something about missing some signs here. There's some signs that have been missed. Maybe if you're in a mindset where you're sort of a little bit negative or feeling low, you will only see things that kind of reinforce that belief and that feeling. If you want to reinforce a belief of, I can manifest this, this can happen, I can make this work. You know, I do feel for many of you, you do have a lot of charisma, you do have a lot of manifesting ability and power. But because of how you're feeling quite low, you're blocking that. And it's not able to come through. Yeah, the Tower just wants to come out. The Tower wants to come out. And I feel like that's where you're headed at the moment, is this sort of like this Tower moment that is creating destruction to your inspired action, is what I want to say. Because there's the inspired thought going on with you, but no action. And it's the fear that's holding you back from the action. And this is creating for you this destruction. I keep saying that. I can't say this enough. I can't stress that enough to you. So this is, you know, there's chaos and challenges that are occurring because of no movement, because nothing's moving on this. And the real belief, what's underneath the fear, what's on the bottom of the deck, is the Four of Wands. And this is all about celebration, and you know, this can signify marriage as well, and commitment. So, you know, underneath that Tower, underneath it all, well, actually no, the Tower's on the top, this is on the bottom of the deck. So this is what's underneath it all, but this is what's happening on the surface, because fear is holding you back from actually being able to get to this. Okay, so let's see what a final outcome is on this for you right now. Let's see what your final outcome is in this situation. We have the Sun on the bottom, so again, inspiration, joy, fulfillment. is the final outcome for this viewer on here? Okay, so now we have Temperance, and this can be, I feel like there's a bit of stagnation and a fear of change. If we turn that up, it's more about heading towards purpose, and this kind of flew out on the side. So it's, you know, there's two ways to go with this. You can move towards something that you feel is actually purposeful, and you're ready to make that change, or you can allow fear of change to hold you back and keep creating stagnation and spinning your wheels and not really any movement on there. And what happens there is that you will eventually just feel stuck, stalemate, and go back to what you've always known, which you already know how that works out for you. Or you can see this as a purposeful journey in a line with what you're looking for and what you want. You know, we've got here that nest. Emotional security and desire to create a safe and loving home. You know, emotional security, emotional support and love is in here. You know, don't let the fear of not having enough stop you. Allow the Nine of Cups to show you what you already have to offer here and what's available. And, you know, you could be looking at a new beginning here with the Ace of Cups. But it's all about this inspired action and actually being able to move forward. We have the Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck there. So this is about being seen. It's about being in the limelight. It's like stepping out into the light. There's something about pride with this. Something about maybe having to lower your pride a little bit. But overall, if you allow your heart to speak over fear, it means there will be none of that destructive forces coming in, none of that chaos, none of that challenge. It will allow you to align with flow, triumph, emotional fulfillment, fulfillment of desires. You know, it will allow you to move forward into the place where you want to be. Balance with give and take as well. And we have the King of Pentacles, which is permanence, stability, you know, confidence in what you've got. And the Six of Pentacles is balance with give and take. So there's a lot to do with you wanting to move into a space of feeling balanced, fulfilled emotionally as well as spiritually and physically and all of that. You know, this is a time for taking action and moving forward. And we have on the bottom of the deck this time the Two of Wands. There's a lot of fire energy in this as well. So it's, you know, allowing that passion, because I fear that through non-action and allowing fear to take over, it's actually causing your passions to kind of dwindle a little bit. And there's a real, you've been in deep thought and contemplation on this for some time. Now it is time to make a bold movement from here. That is what I'm getting from this reading today. So do let me know. We do have the Queen of Swords on the bottom as well. So this is about like direct communication. So definitely feel like there is a definite need to take the lead. You know, work with truth over fear. Truth. Logic, truth, and taking the lead. Okay, so I will leave that reading there for you today. I hope you have a blessed day, and I will see you again soon.